floor is yours.
Okay. Do I have the stick to switch the slides? Okay, great. Γεια σας. Τι κάνετε? Καλά είσαστε? Λοιπόν, πρώτα απ' όλα ήθελα να πω ένα μεγάλο ευχαριστώ και στην Σοφία Ζεργουδάκη. Σοφία, σε ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Και στον Κυριάκο Γαζεστεφάνο που είμαι εδώ, επειδή είναι πάρα πολύ μεγάλη η χαρά και η τιμή μου να σταθώ εδώ σε αυτή την σκηνή μπροστά σας στην Αθήνα, στην χώρα που αγαπάω τόσο πολύ, γιατί ζούσα εδώ για 7 χρόνια και δεν θα έφευγα ποτέ, έφυγα μόνο από αυτή την αγάπη, στην άλλη μεγάλη αγάπη μου, στον άντρα μου, στη Λιθουανία. Και λατρεύω κάθε φορά να επιστρέψω εδώ. Λοιπόν, I will speak in English now, okay, so that anyone else can understand me, because there are a lot of people from other countries. I know that there is Poland and Romania and Bulgaria here, so I want you all to understand me. So, you think, I will get down because I want to be closer to you. So you think that the job of a finance advisor might be different in different countries. No, it's not. I'm sure you. The things that I heard from Yanis right now, before me, it's exactly the same in Lithuania. So, anyway, doesn't matter which country you're from, if you're from Lithuania or if you're from Greece, we work just the same, but there are two types of people, two types of finance advisor. And one type is the gold digger, the person who works really much, the person who works all the time. And whenever you call him, he's always busy. You know this kind of people? I'm sure you know. And there is another type of person, a finance advisor who works through his life and through his job like he's walking on the most beautiful Manhattan Bridge with the most blessed and splendid view. And it seems that he's not working hard. It seems like this person attracts all the success in the world, because this person is the success himself, because this person is a gold. So who do you want to be? Do you want to be the gold digger, or do you want to be the gold itself? Let me tell you something about the gold. The gold is just the same metal as any other metal from the first sight, but actually it has much bigger value. Imagine that you're in New York. It's around Christmas. It's hard to imagine that with the weather like this, but let's say that you're in New York, it's December, it's close to Christmas, you're walking on the 5th Avenue, and of course you're heading to the Tiffany store, because you know that you will see the most precious and the most beautiful golden jewelry set there. And you know what? There is something really special about the gold, because the gold is the feel-good metal. There is something about the warmness and the comfort and the coziness of the gold that attracts us, human nature. And there are some people that have the warmness and the coziness and the comfort that attracts us. These people, those gold people, are the feel-good people, just the same as gold is the feel-good metal. And you know what? The gold is not the most valuable metal, as they say, but the gold is more valuable than any other, because all of us have admitted that the gold was, is, and will be valuable in the future. It's the same as those people who are just as gold. We all admit that they were, they are, and they will be even much more precious and valuable in the future. This is why they attract all the success. And actually, what is the success? What is it for you? Earning big money? Is it about your reputation? Because for me, it's not only about earning the money. Because for me, it's also about loving what you do, about the passion in your profession. It's by helping ourselves, by helping the others. And it's about to inspire other people to do what they do by doing what you do. And you know what? From the first type, all of us, all of finance advisors are successful because, first of all, we always love what we do and we feel passionate about this, right? Do you feel passionate about what you do? Because you wouldn't be here any other way. And the second, our job is to help ourselves by helping others, right? So we're all successful. But is it really necessary to work hard for the success? Do you work hard? Because especially since the beginning of the pandemic, you heard Yanis before. Since the beginning of the pandemic, it seems like there is no more red streak, fat line between our job and our work, right? It's like we're working all the time, since the morning until the next morning. But is it really necessary to sacrifice our life for our work, or to sacrifice our work for our life? Because for me, both of these parts of our life are very important. So I never sacrifice one for another. Because what we should do, we should really balance. And the balance is the answer for everything. Because if you think that you are crazy busy from the beginning of the pandemic, it's only 3 years. Guess what? I'm like this all the time. I started working in this profession in 2014. It's not much, it's only 8 years, right? But the next month, after I started working as a finance advisor, I realized that I'm expecting a child. Can you imagine how easy those 8 years were? I was about balancing between my life and my work all the time. So my child David, you see him in the middle, he is 7 years old right now, and you know what? My salary and I'm growing together with him as long as he is growing as a person. So the life is about balancing, and the balance starts with a full-time control. You have to control what you do during the day so that you have enough time to do whatever you want. Because whether you know or not, the average person spends 3 hours and 13 minutes each day by doing one unnecessary activity. I'm sure you all know that, you suspect this somehow. But this makes a month of our life every year. The whole month, which you can spend on your life or on your work, whatever you prefer more. So for me, of course, it is a discipline. You have heard this word for a few times already. A discipline in your work so that you have enough time in your life. And a discipline is not only about your schedule. No, the discipline is about your focus. What are you focusing at? Because I remember in 2014 when I started this profession, managers were asking me all the time, Svetlana, how much are you going to sell this week? Svetlana, how much are you going to sell this month? And I was telling, I don't know, because I never knew. It was not my focus. But I was selling all the time because I was having my activity. So I promise you that if you do not focus on sales, but if you focus on activity and prospecting, the sales will come. Right now, I'm making the biggest production in my company for several years in a row, and I never know how much am I going to sell next week or next month. I just focus on my daily routine. And this is actually how it looks like, because this is the first week of this year. You see that I didn't work on the 2nd of January. It was the day completely dedicated to my family, but it's a print screen. It's an actual print screen. And I worked the 4 next days. I do not work much, I think so, because I worked, if you see, from 9 until 4, from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. And actually every day I work from 9 until 5. I don't work more, but usually I'm the first one to come to the office and the last one to leave. So it's not it's not me who's working much, it's everyone else who's working much less. And this was the week when I made a half of MDRT already. Only 4 days, half of MDRT. It was worth it, believe me. So during the day, it's not only the week schedule. During the day, we also have some urgent and not urgent, important and not important things to do. So how do you distinguish them? Urgent and important. These are the urgent emails and the phone calls that you need to do the first when you come to the office. We all know when we have those urgent emails that we have to reply right now or to send, and the phone calls, right? But there is another thing. It's the claims. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the claims is why you signed all those contracts. Is why you made all that way, and you have to take care of that claim and do it the best way and do it yourself. Do it the first time as you come to the office. because this is what gets you another and bigger referrals. Some not urgent but still important things. These are the things that you should put on your schedule, because these are the appointments with your existing clients and appointments with your new clients, okay? But it's also the trainings, because it's not only the production that matters, also the upgrade of your qualification. Events like this, put them on your schedule. The events of Polish Life Insurance Association, put it on your schedule. The MDRT congresses, put them all on your schedule. The Bliss, I don't know if Nadia is here, put them all on your schedule, because this is what makes you one step further and one step higher than anyone else. Some urgent and not important things. You've heard Yanis when he said that he sends those reminders to his clients, right? Because, you know, it's really essential. You've made such a long way to get the appointment. You took the referral, you called the person, you put the appointment on the schedule. You cannot miss it. You just cannot miss it. So you have to send the reminder. If it's an SMS or if it's a mail, just do it. Tell me, which one of you does it? Which one does it? No one? Because you have to do it. Doros, this is why he is the top of the table, right? Because you have to do it. To collect the payments, you have to do it. To make some technical work, you have to do it. But guess what? You don't do it yourself. You never do it yourself. Hire some help. I have 3 assistants, 3 people who are helping me on the daily basis. Because you know what? I'm not paid to make to send the reminders, to make the scans of the documents, to collect the payments. It's not me. I'm good in sales. Let someone else do it. So delegate a part of the process. Hire some people. And not urgent and not important things. Listen, of course I would love to have a lunch with my girls during the day. I would love to go on another date with my husband, who is here right now. But, you know, and to drink 1 extra cup of coffee. I would love that. But you know what? If you replace that extra cup of coffee with 1 extra phone call, I promise you, you will get much more profit of it. So delete it, just eliminate it from your schedule. So hire some help and delegate some parts of the process, and do it right now, because what you need to do is to enjoy your way of work. You need to enjoy the process, because the work itself has to be the reward. And I have learned it from top of the table members. Do what you do the best and leave the others do the rest. So hire some help. You need that. So we now admit all that we sell, right? We all sell. But how much do you sell? You see throughout the day, I see so many people, and they come, some of them have life insurances already, and I ask them, how much coverage do you have? Because it's not only about the life insurance coverage, it's not only about the retirement planning, it's also about one of the most important things. During our life, we have critical illnesses, which is for me the most important part of life insurance. Listen, here is the statistics. More than 50% of death cases are heart and vascular diseases. It's not my words, it's the statistics. 2 out of 3 will get sick with cancer. 2 out of 3. And diabetes cases increased by 16% in post-pandemic world. I know that diabetes, especially the first type diabetes for children, right? It's not on the critical illness list in some countries. I don't know if it's in your companies. In my company, it was not 5 years ago. But the biggest, the sales people making the biggest production, we went to our management and we said that they should put it on the list. Because if they do, we will sell it. So they did. Now, the first type diabetes is the critical illness for children in Lithuania, in my company. And last year, one of my children that I have insured received 20,000 euros claim for the first type diabetes. It's the maximum amount, but they promise that they will make it more. So the value, you know how much you sell right now. By the way, about the critical diseases, I will get it back. So how much do you sell? You know, there is a number and the explanation for every number. When my clients ask me how much of critical diseases coverage I should purchase, I say that the minimum amount should be one annual income amount of your family, the whole family. I don't care the sources, it just has to be the number. You know how much you earn, you know how much your wife earns, as active and passive income all together, and make it annual. Because this is how much time and this is how much money you will need and your family will need if some one of you will get sick with cancer or any other critical disease. And if you want to have a good rehab, then the amount should be double. And if you also want to visit some good doctor, then make it 3 or 5 times bigger. Okay? It's very simple. Now you decide. The value, you remember that you want to be the gold. Do you want to be the gold or do you want to be the gold digger? You want to be the gold? Okay, me too. I love gold. So if you want to work with higher premiums, you know that you have to create a higher value. You have to be the gold that attracts all the success in the world. You don't want to work hard. You just need to have the discipline, right? And to shine. So what you have to do is to upgrade your personal value structure. You have to become better each time. This is why you're all here, because you all want to become better, right? So how to upgrade our value structure? Actually, your personal value defines how much, why, who, and how will purchase from you. So how much? It depends on how much you know about money. Do you know, for example, life insurance agents who do not have life insurance or retirement planning themselves? They will never get to the top. Forget it, because they do not know how to manage the money themselves. So your personal brand, are you a personal brand or is your company a personal brand? This is what really matters. And of course the sources of your own income and your work hour value as well. You saw my schedule. You heard Yanis before. Yanis drives a lot. You know, Lithuania is a very small country, 2.7 million people. It's not huge, but you know what? I do not go to my clients. They come to visit me because I go only to a big business opportunity. To those, big head juicy clients, I go out of my office only to see them because I have a high work hour value. I cannot waste that time. Why should people buy from you? Why when you get sick, you go to a doctor which has certificates, diplomas, accomplishments, and has professional knowledge because you want to get a good health. So you should have the certificates, accomplishments, trophies, diplomas, and professional knowledge yourself. You should have the visibility, and you should be visible on social media as well. So use social media, but make a hygiene. You have to really be careful about what you post on it, because what you should post, it's your professional knowledge skills. Who are you going to sell to? It depends on your connections and your network. And you know what? Network is not how many people you know, but network is about how many people you can get together so that they can make a better business to each other. Because if they're successful, you will be more successful. Be a part of some networking organization. I'm a part of a BNI. Think a part of which networking as organization you are. And of course, your influence on different social level. The higher the influence, the higher net worth client you will get. And how do you want to sell it? Well, it depends on your multicultural languages, multicultural skills, and your languages at all. Let's say you're a Greek coming to Lithuania to live, and you want to stay there, and you want to purchase a life insurance, and you have to choose a finance advisor. Who are you going to choose? Some Lithuanian who knows Lithuanian and maybe a bit of English? Or you choose me? Somehow I wish you to choose me, because at least I know your culture and I love your culture. I know what you need. I know your language. I know English language. We can speak. So languages are very important. And ladies and gentlemen, when you go to the MDRT conference, you don't know how much you miss if you don't speak English, because there are jams and so many very interesting people who are willing to share their ideas in those halls of the conference centers. So if you don't speak English, you miss so much. Learn languages, as many as possible. And this is my favorite one, rest and recharge. Listen, Dalai Lama said that first we waste our health on earning money. Afterwards, we waste our money on rebuilding health, right? So your body is your machine. Take care of it. Rest and recharge. Find a way to do it the way that you love the most. I love to travel, so I gave a promise to myself that this year I will try to travel at least once per month. I hope I will succeed. Next Saturday we're traveling to Cyprus, so it will be 2 trips this So physical activity is also practical and necessary. 30 to 60 minutes only per day will double your energy. And of course, healthy habits. Listen, you've got the best food here in Greece. Just don't do it too much, okay? Because there has to be a discipline in everything. It's very easy to be healthy in Greece. So take care of yourself, because you just need to do that. Be a part of an MDRT. We're all here because we're a part of the MDRT. But you know what? MDRT is not a trip. It's not only a trip, it is a journey. It's a journey which will take you much further each year. So go there and get that professional knowledge. Some people who could go to the MDRT conferences or who could go to events like this, they do not come, because I believe there should be much more people here right now. They do not come because they think that they know everything. But I'm telling you, they do not know what they do not know. If you ask my 7-year-old child, he would tell you he knows everything. And in the beginning of my profession, in 2014, when I started, I didn't know anything. After 2 years, I thought I know it all. But right now, each year, I see that I still have so many things to learn. So be a part of the MDRT and learn each time. Become better, because you want to be the gold. And you know what? The beauty of our profession is that each year, in the beginning of the year, we have a chance to decide who we really want to be. If we want to be the best finance advisor, or if we want to be the worst finance advisor. It's not easy, neither to be the best, neither to be the worst. It's not easy even to be average. So it's you who chooses if you want to work hard, if you want to be a gold digger, or if you want to be a gold. So I suppose if you make a choice to be the gold, because you know what, whether you think you can or whether you think you cannot, you're always right. Thank you. Be the gold.